finish in Phoenix over Carl Edwards at the Phoenix International Raceway. And from the NFL, Steelers wide receiver Martavis Bryant still facing a suspension from the NFL for violence of the league's substance abuse policy. His agent says he's checking into rehab and will appeal the year-long suspension. You can read all the details on our website, NBCSports.com. I'm Sam Farber. You're listening to NBC Sports Radio and the NBC Sports Radio mobile app.
This is Kcaa.
Inland Body and Paint is a family-owned and operated fleet collision and repair shop that's proud to live in and help our community. Bring your heavy-duty trucks and or equipment to their Fleet Collision and Paint Center in Fontana for expert collision repair services. With 35 years of experience, you're sure to receive quality workmanship at an excellent price from Inland Body and Paint Center. From fiberglass repairs to quality painting, they'll take care of your truck and equipment from top to bottom in their new 64-foot spray booth. By the way, Inland Body and Paint of Fontana repaired and repainted the Kcaa truck, and they can do the same job for your car, truck, or heavy-duty equipment. Inland Body and Paint, dedicated to the community and to your satisfaction. Call them today to learn what they can do for you. You can find Inland Body and Paint on Valencia in Fontana. Call them at 909-434-0466 or online at inlandbodyandpaint.com.
Kcaa.
Do you want exposure for your business or organization? Check out Digital Network Advertising. Digital Network Advertising is where businesses display your ad inside their building. You can choose your marketing sites or jump on the DNA system and advertise with all participants. Your slide holds the virtual billboard for 14 seconds and is displayed 3 times an hour. It's a novel way to be seen, be discovered, and to be remembered. Digital Network Advertising with networks in Redlands and Yucaipa. Call 909-222-9293 for introductory pricing. That's 909-222-9293.
Hi, I'm Dr. Enrique Murillo, and the campus at Cal State San Bernardino and numerous town hall viewing sites across the nation, one near you, are pleased to host the LEAD Summit. Education is the economic imperative of our time and the civil rights issue of our generation, and Latino students disproportionately bear the crux of the educational crisis. So are you ready to make a difference? Are you ready to connect with and be part of educational leadership? Are you ready to find cross-sectional solutions to improve the education and lives of all students? Then raise your hand, step in, and get involved. Please join us on Wednesday, March 30th for our 7th annual observance of Latino Education and Advocacy Days as we convene those sharing a common interest and commitment to educational issues that impact Latinos. Please bring a new or gently used children's book in English or Spanish to the Kcaa booth, and we will give them to the Inland Empire Children's Book Project. For more information, please visit leadsummit.csusb.edu.
Kcaa.
Attention homeowners, is your fixed rate above 3.75%?
Hello, Sean Nevin here, president of Pacific Home Loans. We are a direct lender specializing in refinance and purchase loans with a AAA rating from the BBB. As a local Southern California lender, we pride ourselves on superior customer service while delivering the absolute lowest rates. Pacific Home Loans will pay you $500 if any of our competitors can beat our offer. Purchasing a home? We will close your loan in 20 days or pay your moving costs. What lender does that? With home values on the rise, now is the perfect time to get cash out. We offer the lowest conventional, jumbo, FHA, and VA rates in the market. Saving money is important to you. Call 888-888-BLUE or go to phloans.com. Call 888-888-2583 and ask about our no-cost 3% fixed rate. A 5-minute call can save you thousands of dollars.
Certain restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Licensed by the BRE 0191212. NMLS license number 90616. $500 offer subject to management approval. Moving costs limited to $500. 3% APR fixed rate amortized over 120 payments. 720 FICO. 80% max LTV.
If saving money is important to you, call 888-888-BLUE.
Yo, what's up? Where's my old school hip-hop and freestyle party peoples at? It's going down Saturday, May 7th. The High Deserts Freestyle and Old School Music Festival at the San Bernardino County Fairgrounds in the city of Victorville. That's right, performances by Vanilla Ice doing his classic Ice Ice Baby, Mr. Baby God's Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and freestyle legends Stevie B, Lisa, Taylor Dane, Expose, Trinier, Debbie Deb, Shannon, and Connie, all being hosted by DJ Sergio X. Plus, you got the hottest DJs mixing the best in 80s and 90s throwbacks. This is an indoor-outdoor event and all ages are welcome. I know you want to get your tickets, right? Well, hit up www.lcshevents.com or call 760-514-1845. This is all going down once again at the San Bernardino County Fairgrounds in the city of Victorville, Saturday, May 7th, the High Deserts Freestyle and Old School Music Festival. Now that's what's up.
Walk with me.
This is Danny Alcarez. Today, we have a variety of shows. Tune in on the Alcarez Angel Baby Sunday block, CNBC Radio 1050 AM and 106.5 FM. Every Sunday, 4 to 9. Tune in. You never know who's coming on KCAA Radio.
Sunday block with Danny Alcarez and Benita Rodriguez. I'm Benita Rodriguez, and I'll be hosting Voices of the Inland Empire radio show on CNBC on KCAA Radio 1050 AM and 106.5. The website is www.kcaaradio.com. Part of the Danny Alcarez and Angel Baby Sunday block. If you would like to be a sponsor and advertise on Sunday block and reach thousands of social media, contact Danny Alcarez or Benita Rodriguez. I would like to thank Woodwood Leadership Academy for their sponsorship. If you would like to enroll your child in Woodwood Leadership Academy, contact them at 1777 West Baseline Street, San Bernardino, California, 92411. The phone number is 909-266-1144. Also, we have J&J Sports Bar, Mexican Grill, 127 East Highland Avenue in San Bernardino. The food is great, so go out and try J&J Sports Bar. And we have Matthew and your Park and Recreation Commissioner. Is
Hello.
that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. I am a commissioner for the Parks and Rec. Oh, here we go. That's a better volume, isn't it? I'm so used to always sticking my face into the microphone when I go on places.
So how you doing today, man? How you doing today?
Really good. Really happy. Really excited to be invited onto the show.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Definitely.
Have you ever been on the radio?
No. I came here once just to support my little sister. She
okay.
was invited onto the radio station with the rest of ASG from San Bernardino Valley College.
Mm-hmm.
Go
A few of them.
Wolverines.
They were invited out here like 9 months ago, I think.
Oh,
9 months
okay.
ago. And so I came here, and that was the only time I'd ever been back to the Carousel Mall.
Definitely.
Back inside.
Who is your sister?
Her name's Rocio Guayo. She's a senator for ICC.
Idaho. Yeah,
She's
I
an
know who
ICC
she
head.
is.
Cool, yeah. She's
Yeah.
one of my favorite women on the planet.
She knows, she went to school with my son.
Really?
Yeah.
Richardson?
No, she went to Arroyo.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're both alumni. I think my whole family is an alumni from Arroyo Valley High School.
Not sure if you know my son. His name is Joseph Rodriguez.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Sounds a really familiar name.
Yeah. So she was. You have another sister, and they're twins, right?
Yeah, they are. Yep, they're twins.
Yeah,
I'm real proud of
I've met
them.
both of them. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm more familiar with Rocio, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does a lot at San Bernardino Valley College and works with so many groups, and I could just tell the whole family is definitely involved and entrenched in their community. When I saw you at the Cope Town Hall meeting function, you had said something to me that resonated in me. You said that ICUC had cultivated or mentored your mind. You said Youth Action Project, I think, gave you the tools, and you said that COPE was your future. Go ahead and share about that story as you were sharing me. I think that was so powerful, and I think so many kids and young adults can definitely relate to that story.
Yeah, a lot of people can relate to the story of being involved in community organizing around here. There's a lot of opportunity to get involved with other people who have similar aspirations of wanting to reunite the community to create a more peaceful place for our children, for my career. I want not only do I want to work in a peaceful city, but I want to spend my money in a peaceful city.
Yes.
And I want my home city to be a place that I can be proud of. And a lot of people have these same sort of sentiment feelings because that's not what we're getting.
Yes.
And so we want that. And so we want to be able to reach for the things that we want. And one of the places that we can do that at is congregations organized for the prophetic engagement. It's a really great outlet to get together with other parents and family members to talk about what it's like to be a teenager in high school these days, because it's totally different being a teenager in 2016 than it was in 2012.
That's true.
Especially in the year 1984. It's changing almost every decade.
Yes.
And we have to keep up with the changes that are happening. And for me, being a part of Inland Congregations United for Change allowed me to kind of see what it's like to go through high school experience in a different outlook. I took high school as a totally different experience when you have a leadership role. When I thought about surveying my classmates, I felt like I was at a different level of consciousness being at the school.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was kind of fitting into the paradigm that they wanted to put me in. And so I really thank ICUC for giving me that outlook on life. And it's helpful for other people. And now being a part of the Youth Action Project, I'm shedding light onto other high school students, kind of pulling them out of paradigms that they might be stuck in.
Oh, okay. Well, can you tell me a little bit what a park commissioner or park and recreation commissioner does?
Sure, I can tell you what we're supposed to do,
Oh,
and then I can tell you what I actually do.
Okay.
What we're supposed to do is kind of be in really good communication with our council members, with the department, the entire department, the Parks and Recreation Department. I know we have a huge staff. We just hired on a few more staff members, I think a couple, thanks to the mayor's quality of life plan that I'm really behind. And as a Parks Commissioner, I get real behind the mayor's quality of life plan. It's a really good plan for right now, and it pretty much involves beautification of the city, kind of starting to tackle blight from the outside. But then also, I like to tackle blight from the inside. When I read the definition of blight, I didn't know what we were talking about. I don't know if we were talking about the diseases of plants or the eyesore, the black eye that our city has. I hear that term a lot. I hear the term that San Bernardino has a huge black eye, and I don't understand what it means. I really don't get that expression.
No.
But that's what I do. I try to combat blight as much as I can. And so the city sponsors a park cleanup every month at a different park around the city. But also there are all sorts of nonprofits and clubs at colleges who do these sorts of things on the weekend. And what I want to do is I want to align our forces, making sure that we can get city resources out to clubs, park cleanups. And if they're not cleaning a park, they might just be cleaning a parcel of the land that really deserves a cleanup.
Okay. And what ward are you in?
I represent the 1st Ward.
Okay.
And I guess it stretches out to about where we are right now.
Oh, okay.
And speaking about those park cleanups and the unification of the efforts to make change and reduce the blight and beautify our city, that was, I believe, 2 Saturdays ago is when you had your Parks and Rec cleanup, I believe, and it was awesome seeing the city getting behind it,
That's true.
bringing their resources to the table. Also seeing San Bernardino Generation Now out there, also Cinder Blocks, and it was a whole host of other groups and a lot that came from Cal State Go Yotes as well. That were out there, and we kind of spoke about that because that's what I want to see is unification in my heart as well for the leadership, because we can make a greater impact when we work together. Or this group addresses that need, this group addresses this need, so we're not stepping on each other's toes. That we're addressing all the needs in our community, not just focus on this aspect of it, but together and through planning and communication, we're making a better future for our city, and we deserve that.
That's true. Yeah, I saw some pictures on Facebook and. You guys were doing a beautification on Sycamore Lake, and so how did that go?
Well, we had so many different groups. Like Yanni said, there was probably 9, 10, maybe even 11 different organizations coming out together on the same day, and we were all stepping on each other's toes. We were all there wanting to do the same sort of thing, and I tried to do as much as I could about dividing labor. But I didn't expect to see an outcome of 90 people.
Oh, that's
great.
I
had no idea.
That is great.
I expected to see 25 people. Maybe 30 people would come out. Maybe 35 people. I didn't really know what I was going to get myself into. But yeah, Yanni, there's a lot of different organizations, and I really think they need to be in conversation with each other. We need to write a book together, and if we're going to write a book together, then everybody should take a page. We'll take it page by page and build the history of our city. And there's a huge movement going on right now. I'm really glad to be a part of Generation Now.
Definitely.
That's great that you had a good outcome because a lot of times you don't have that many. But I know that a lot of people want to see that park come to life again.
Because it was the heart of our city at one point in time.
It was.
I remember playing there when the YWCA was there, and my dad used to take us there fishing. It was always beautiful.
Yeah,
it was always beautiful.
Nice.
And like I say all the time, we can't do anything about our past and the glory of our past. But with this kind of effort that we're seeing in the city and trying to cultivate in the city, it guarantees that we'll have a brighter future together as one people, as one family. We are San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Can't expect anybody else to understand our needs and address our needs as we can address our needs because we know exactly what they are. So just this awakening of consciousness and love that's translating to effort, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
wonderful.
I never thought 2016 would be anything like this. We're really trying to take this city out of bankruptcy, and we're starting at the grassroots, and seeds have been planted, and we're starting to blossom, and pretty soon we're going to have a bunch of beautiful trees that we can pick the fruits of and enjoy this home like we should.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I know that there's a lot of younger kids that are getting more involved, and that's great.
Definitely, we need them. We need them to lead the charge, and hopefully, it stokes and reignites the passions of our elders and older community members that used to be out there. Because you run across some people that used to really be out there, and they felt like they never got any help from the city. So it's so good to see Matt there and bring the city behind Matt and bringing those resources because we have to tap into each other. You have a force of entity, a force of youth, and all kind of ages of people that are willing to work to make a difference. No one's getting paid to do this.
Yeah, I know.
No one's getting paid, but it's taking pride in our life, in our ownership of our home. This will always be our home, no matter where we travel. This will always be our home.
That's
true. It's like I love it. I love it.
There was something else that I saw on Facebook that you turn around and put out there, and it's that new park that they want to build.
New park.
Yeah, the one right there on 9th and E. And I think you kind of mentioned it. There was a petition or some sort, I guess a skate park or skateboard park or something like that. What was it?
Right now we're talking about naming the new park.
Okay.
I never knew what it takes to name a new park. But the city doesn't own the park necessarily. It is, in the city, in the heart of the city where it should be. But it's going to be paid for and maintained by the state of California and the Water Board District. I think it's East Valley or West Valley or Water Municipal. It's the Water Board District. That's our local water agency. So they're going to be paying for the Wi-Fi, I believe. When I was thinking about how there's going to be free Wi-Fi at this park, I was wondering, is Time Warner Cable going to be giving that Wi-Fi out, or is the city of San Bernardino going to be funding it? And I believe the water board is going to be paying to stream free Wi-Fi for the residents and any of the visitors at the park up until the time when we close the park at night. And then once we close the park at night, we're probably going to turn the Wi-Fi off. Yeah. I'm not sure. Those are some really important questions that I want to ask and get the answers back
whenever
for us.
You find out, you can come back and let us know how that's going, because I know that a lot of people out there are kind of complaining and saying, well, the city doesn't have money. Why are they, why are they doing this park? Or another, somebody else brought up is we have so many parks and they want to see, Sycamore Lake taken care of and doing all this stuff. But the city doesn't have nothing to do with it. It's the water department that all has to do with it.
And I'm glad that we have that clarity because that helps quell that argument or that concern that people have been expressing where it's really not being funded by the city. So hopefully we could talk to the water board about helping some of the other parks, bringing same kind of funding to help rejuvenate some of the other parks as well, especially how you said about Seacombe Lake, Succumby Lake, because it's the heart, and I just feel like if we could take care and build that heart back up, it'll flow throughout the body that we know as San Bernardino City.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit more about this, about the park and what they're going to be having there? I mean, I heard it's supposed to be kind of gated or something, or...
Sure.
Most skate parks are.
Sure. Though. Now, I'm not an expert on the plan of the park, so I can't answer too many questions, but I do want to name the park. And you asked about a thing that I posted on the internet. And I just shared a thing that I saw on the internet. A friend of mine, his name is Jason Lola. He
Okay.
started this petition to name the new park after a skateboarder who isn't with us anymore. He and his family died in a pretty tragic way. I thought it was really impactful when I read
Yes.
the story, and I don't want to say the story on the radio. I wouldn't do it any justice. But John and his family, it's a tragedy. It really was, and we should remember the story, because that's what we should do for our
Yes.
loved ones that have passed away, is keep them in our memories.
That's true.
Keep them in our future. And when it comes to naming this park, I'm behind that petition 100%. I think that's what we should name the park, is after this young skateboarder who lost his family. He loved skateboarding, just like the rest of us. We all love skateboarding, and when one of us in the community disappears, we want to do as much as we can for their families and for their legacy.
Definitely.
Yes.
And I wish we could name this park after a million different heroes.
That's true.
But we don't have a million heroes to choose from. We can only choose one name, and this is, I think, the best name. This is, I think, the best decision for the skate park is to name it after John Cole, and dedicate it to his family, and maybe even share his story, share
Yes.
his story over and over again, because
Yes. Maybe
what
they could
happened, it
make
shouldn't be happening.
a plaque or some sort or something, you know.
A mural. I
Yeah.
think murals are the future of the city.
Definitely. I love, speaking of the murals, I love the murals at the lake.
That's
I think
true.
they're so beautiful.
Yeah,
and,
they are.
you know, most of them are intact. We have seen Michael Segura goes down there and touches up once, and I ask for people, please respect that. That was an effort of love.
Yes.
And it's trying to beautify and change the perception of our city. So please, I hope you respect many more things in your life, but please respect that,
Yeah,
because it's trying to change the way we see ourselves, and we deserve to have nice things. We deserve to have
That's
a good
true.
quality of life. We don't have to live in brokenness and despair,
Not only
with
that,
life.
these people went out there and they took the time to
Yes.
sit there and paint, and they had that passion to go
Yeah.
out there and do it, and do something for the park, and then
Definitely.
for somebody to come out and destroy it, that's not
It's not,
good.
It's not. We got to do. We're better than that.
Yes,
we're better
that's
than
true.
that. When I last saw you, it was at the ICUC function where Cope and Yap were there at San Bernardino Valley College, and it was addressing mental health. I believe it was #StopTheStigma, and you had a couple of great questions about the IEPs that the San Bernardino Unified does. You had a couple of great questions. I don't want you to go over that verbatim, but you did. Do you remember some of the questions that you did ask? Because it was very. I mean, you're well spoken. You know what I mean? So
Thank you. There was a friend of ours, Michael, was giving a testimony. I walked into the action a little bit late, so when I got in after the report, a friend of mine was giving a testimony. His name's Michael, and I had just met him that night, and he's my friend now because after this whole experience that we're going through together, I can consider him a friend. But I just met him that night, and he was explaining what it's like to have an IEP, because he personally was going through it since he was, I imagine, kindergarten, first grade. I'm not sure when he was identified, but he'd been going through it his entire educational career. And by the time he graduated, he was real proud of where he was. He was happy that he was able to succeed. He was labeled IEP, and I imagine that most IEP people weren't succeeding. They weren't thriving. I thought they weren't. And he spoke up there and he said, we're actually really successful people. Being labeled with an IEP and getting extra help through the district. I imagine if you do have an IEP, you're getting extra help.
Yes.
Help that you need to get extra of. But the point of the action, what I thought was, we were highlighting the students who were being neglected, right? They're straight B students. Maybe they're C students, maybe they're straight A students, but they're definitely not F students, and they're definitely not FD and truant students.
Yes.
So they're the students who are, for lack of better words, slipping through the cracks. And so they're being neglected. And we wanted to bring some awareness as to how do we talk to them about what their emotions are like, what they're going through as teenagers. And I mentioned we should be looking into peer leadership, peer-to-peer counseling, not just in the high schools, but in the middle schools. Are we doing peer-to-peer counseling in the middle schools? Are we doing peer-to-peer counseling in the elementary schools? Are we doing peer-to-peer counseling where you have high school students interacting with middle school students, or middle school students interacting with elementary school students? I'm not sure how that would work out because I don't do policy for the school board. But I recommended that Abigail Medina look into it, and she's a great person. Right now she's running for state assembly, and
Yes.
I endorse her 100%. I hope she gets all the way to the assembly where she can pass some legislature on spending money for the mental health, because when we brought her up there at Valley College to answer our questions, she said a lot of the money that she's able to spend is being restricted. Right, it's being restricted by policy, by the wording of the policy. You can't spend it on something else. If the grant says you have to spend it on this, then we have to spend it on that, and it's IEP students that we're talking about right now.
Yes.
But we brought up the point of the other students, the straight B students. The straight B students who don't have an older brother or who don't have an older sister and are the oldest in the family and aren't really prepared to handle all of the things that happen in life. There's a lot of things that are happening in life, and we live sort of in a society that isn't comfortable with sharing it with your peers.
Well said.
Yes, my son was in special education. Also, he was in RSP, and which is the IEP, and went through a lot of stuff with that. So kind of know what you're talking about. And I told you about Joseph. So yeah, he's some of them are kind of they kind of put the kids down. Well, you can't do this, you can't do that, sort of.
Yeah.
And my son used to hate that, I know I can do it. I mean, they had to just try giving the kids the benefit of the doubt and let them try.
And with a child saying that I know I can do it, that's so powerful just in that
Yes.
word, because so often I see students that I tell them, like, we're here to learn. You know,
Yes.
when you first get here, nobody knows anything.
Yes.
Stop saying what you can't do.
Yeah.
And you're at the very beginning of your life. You have to change how we speak and how we think. We have to reprogram ourselves, because there's no limitations on us, regardless of whatever conditions or things we may
Yeah.
have. You still can be successful. You
That's
still
true.
could attain great things in this life. As he talked about the young man that gave his testimony,
Yes.
he was currently at San Bernardino Valley College and getting ready to transfer to another school. So he was very happy and proud of his accomplishments, and was willing to share his story. And we have many of success stories
Yes.
such as that need to be highlighted to show other students that they are capable,
Yeah.
and there's no limitations upon life.
Well, before we go, I would like to know, is there any future projects that are coming up, and something, what are you planning to do, or?
Yeah. In the future, I would like to reopen the bathrooms at Seacom.
Oh, yes.
Seacom Lake, that is part of the future. I have 2 years to do it.
Uh-huh.
It might take 3, but if I can get it started and get the wheels moving and start to open the bathrooms up at Seacom Lake, that is the future project.
Oh, okay.
And events, I don't think we're doing enough events at the Parks Commission. So while I'm here, and this is only my second month as a commissioner, so I really haven't had too much of a chance to do
I didn't know that.
to
I
do too much.
thought you've been doing
very
it for a
active.
little bit.
No.
Yeah.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like it?
Got the hold of it
Yeah.
pretty quick. This is my second month doing it, and I got the hold of it pretty quickly.
So how did they turn around and just said, "Hey, you want to come out and do it," or have
No,
they been
I-
watching you? What,
I went out
what's
and
going on?
I asked my council member. I think that's the way to do it, is you approach your council member, talk to them about why you want to do it, and then
Okay.
be humble about asking for a position like this. I approached Virginia as humbly as I could, because this is a huge honor.
Yes.
Am I really qualified to have this position? I think I am. And so I went out and told her that I think I am, and she was like, yeah, kid, you have heart.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, I never really knew how they went about, being a commissioner. So.
There's still a few open positions. It's never too late to join a commission. Getting a hold of your council member might be a little bit more difficult, but if you can get a hold of them, yeah, do something. Be involved in the city.
Do something.
Yeah.
That's the word of the day.
It's your life. You can live it however you want to, and I always preach that to people. It's our lives. We
Yes.
have such a short amount of time. You don't have too many people to pick from. I mean, if you're in the year 2016, look around you. Where are your assets? Where are your values? Kind of become something.
Yes.
Choose whatever you want to
So
choose.
if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, maybe to do a project in one of the parks or do something, how do they get a hold of you?
You can hang out with me. If I have some time free, we can grab some lunch if you ever wanted to. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. That's probably the simplest way. I'm not going to give out my phone number.
No, okay. No,
but if you wanted to find me, I'm on Facebook, and then I'll give you my phone number maybe there if you play your cards right.
Yeah.
Got to screen them out first.
Yeah, that's how I went about. I turned around and I messaged him, and I said that's how I got a hold of him.
Yeah, there's Facebook is a really great way to communicate.
Yes,
in
it is.
2016, it's a great way to get a hold of somebody. It's
Okay.
almost as convenient as text messaging.
Can you give them your full name so they'll know who to contact?
Sure. Aguayo, spelled Aguayo. Matthew is my first name. And here's my face. This is what I look like. Pretty much just keep scrolling down until you see me.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you guys for having me on the show.
No problem. I wanted to find out, a lot about you, and because I hear a lot of good stuff, and I really believe that he was on there for at least 6 months or more.
I hear you. He hit the ground and running, and we have so many youth and people in our community that are filled with passion, and it's beautiful to see the city tapping into those resources.
Yes. That's
good.
good.
I'm glad to be on the receiving end of those resources. I hear that a lot. I hear a lot about, we need to have the wiser generation start to mentor the younger generation, and being part of the receiving end of that. I feel like you gotta be a good learner before you can be a teacher.
That's what you said at the town hall. You said you have to be a good follower before you can be a leader.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well said, man. Great.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk? Can I ask some questions to you guys? Do we have time for that? Next time.
No. Next time. We'll make sure you come back.
All right.
Okay. Well, we'll have Ipiano at the talent show next.
All right.
Okay.
Yo, what's up? Where's my old school hip hop and freestyle party peoples at? It's going down Saturday, May 7th. The High Deserts Freestyle and Old School Music Festival at the San Bernardino County Fairgrounds in the city of Victorville. That's right, performances by Vanilla Ice doing his classic Ice Ice Baby, Mr. Baby God's Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and freestyle legends Stevie B, Lisa, Taylor Dane, Expose, Trinier, Debbie Deb, Shannon, and Connie, all being hosted by DJ Sergio X. Plus, you got the hottest DJs mixing the best in 80s and 90s throwbacks. This is an indoor-outdoor event, and all ages are welcome. I know you want to get your tickets, right? Well, hit up www.lcshevents.com or call 760-514-1845. This is all going down once again at the San Bernardino County Fairgrounds in the city of Victorville, Saturday, May 7th, the High Deserts Freestyle and Old School Music Festival. Now that's what's up.
Hello. Welcome to the talent show on KCAA Radio. 106.5 FM, 1050 AM, live streaming on kcaaradio.com. This is the Sunday Block, brought to you by Danny Alcarez and Angel Baby. And today's feature that we have today is Notice Young. How you doing today, man? How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem, brother. No problem. Yeah, so I invited you out because I know that you're working hard with the hip hop movement in between the two biggest counties in this country, San Bernardino County and Riverside County, right. And you rock hard, and your words, your bars, the message that you convey, it has a lot of knowledge and wisdom in it. We always have some very in-depth conversations. I know with your branding, Young is an acronym. Could you please share with our listening audience about that acronym?
Young is actually my real name, and it's also an acronym for You Overlook Necessary Growth. So my whole name is Notice Young, so it kind of has a double meaning. Notice Young as in notice me, and also notice as in notice you overlook necessary growth. A little something I could tell the people every time they mention my name.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And what does that mean to you, though? What does that mean to you?
It's more so of a message saying there's always more room to improve.
Yeah.
Like, never put a limit on yourself, you know, just keep going.
Definitely. Limitless potential in life, you know,
sir.
For those that choose to reach for their dreams, such as you have. Big Joe, we want to cue up that first track. What is the name of the first track that you're going to be blessing us with?
First track is called Done Better.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Well, alright. Sentimental penmanship. The love never dies long as I'm in it. It always starts as a dream till reality struck, where everybody wanna scream, my brother. A dedication still alive. If I ain't high as hell, y'all can see it in my eyes. Ha ha. But all jokes aside, words are only words if you ain't feeling any vibes off the content I provide, along with a concept that resides within every line that will solely define the reasons that I do what I do with my life. Has purpose, not just living riding coattails of my big homies. There was a point in time when nobody was aware of this kid that was a tad bit homely, comfortable and only the surroundings he was known to be safe. A risk was never taken, that was so the old me. Cold feet I had before deciding that I should see the world that wasn't bad as what they say if you find peace. So I found me amongst the ugly and the beauty. They tell advice to control what you eat. Hey, so leave me out that mess. I'm learning well myself without joke tests. Who is who? Judge and stress. Their opinion is the right way to cash in checks. Hey, I'm doing better without ya. If your motive is to wait for my downfall, while you're busy trying to find a nook to go crawl into, I'll play it cool with my back against the wall. Yes, sir.
Hey now, hey now.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. Like, what drives you to be how you are and conduct yourself as you do? Because when I see you, I rock with everybody. I rock with everybody, but when I see you, it's like you carry yourself with more purpose. Like you understand that you have purpose, and you use your gift to show people about that necessary growth that they should have, and to go into that, man. That's awesome.
I'm surprised it looks like that, because I mean, even to this day, I'm still always trying to find, that understanding in life. I want to have a happier life, but I'm still working on it. And I wouldn't consider myself as perfect, or even at that, I'm not even sure what my purpose fully is yet. All I really want to do is make music and get paid off of music and be able to have a stable living doing something what I love. And what I really learned from a lot is through life experiences.
Yes.
Every now and then, the older I get, every little experience in life, I just consider it a blessing or a lesson.
Yes.
And just life pretty much, man. That's what really constantly guides me through the righteous path, I guess. Yeah.
That's what's up, upon the path that you're meant to walk, and that's awesome, bro. What is when you collaborate with a lot of the cats from the underground hip hop movement? Who are some of your favorite ones and beat makers to collaborate with?
There's a lot, man. I mean, the local scene and the IE especially, I think is still a really like a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the LA scene, nothing against them, but a lot of the LA scene is what's been glorified.
Yes.
And what's being publicized, but a lot of the cats out in IE do have a lot of talent. And as far as the producers that I really like to do a lot of work with recently now, Fat Finger.
Hey now.
Yep. I've done a song with him and Geronimo X as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, Geronimo X is an amazing producer too.
And lyricist.
Definitely. Yes. That's us three all have a song. It's all on SoundCloud, and
definitely.
It's a surprising track because everybody expects them to just make beats, but when they come out there, it's just bars and bars and bars, so.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's
so,
up.
Yeah, those two artists definitely I have a lot of.
And share with our listening audience about your camp, Golden State Union, I believe is the
GSU. Golden State Union considers myself, Sor1, Apostrophe, and Sean Chris, and we're all independent artists, and we also got together as GSU and made a little project called Gold Rush. That's also on SoundCloud as well. And a little detail in that project, I produced and engineered all the tracks as well. Yeah.
That's what's up. So multi-talented, not only a wordsmith, but a beat maker as well. Creations on many of levels, many of different stratas, man. That's awesome. I believe you were saying that you have a event coming up in the near future that.
Yes, sir. It's actually this coming Friday. Definitely. It's going to be at Clash City, a little venue in Riverside. I believe it's mostly a hookah lounge.
Okay.
There's a nice setup, for the big stage as well. And it's on Friday. It's supposed to be a hip hop fashion show / performances. So it should be an interesting one. Shouts out to United 909. For having me on it. Awesome. Appreciation, and Uproar Nation as well.
That's what's up.
So have you been doing a lot of events or?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty consistent on doing events since 2012, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and since then I just try to keep it consistent.
Yeah.
And yeah, ever since then I've been doing shows.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And one thing that I love about music in general and art in general, that how it unifies so many different people from different backgrounds, different religions, different colors and creeds, but
Yes.
it's that love of that music, of being a creator, that every time I'm around the cats from the underground hip hop movement, the kings and the queens, you know, because like Bonnie Boo, Nat the Lioness, Nays, you know, like all of them, Zay, you know, like
diverse, yeah.
you know what I mean. Everybody's awesome, like,
Yeah.
for real, because
It's all positive vibes.
It is.
Yeah,
It's all
definitely.
good vibes, man. It's good vibes, and no one's. It's like everybody supports each other. That's what I really love
Yeah,
about it.
that's good.
Everybody supports each other. I've never seen any negative or anything. It's nothing but love, and that's with that kind of love. It's like, man, let's stay
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
Let's grow
As-
homegrown.
Yeah, as simple as it sounds, it's just really all about building and growing with each other.
You know, grow some.
Definitely.
Big Joe, what is the name of the second track that you're going to be gracing us
Second
with
track
today?
is called Drunk Dial, and obviously from the title, you know, the song is
Okay.
about drunk dialing.
Okay.
It's clean though, don't worry.
Definitely. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. You said you can do it, brother.
Yeah. Scrolling through the J's in my contact list. Jane, Jenna, Jen, Jess, where's my Jameson? Love at first, not playing the role of a poison. How I hate it when she got me redialing on my exes. Ring, ring, stupid, it's debate up in my what on hip. And it can be more drinks, pushing my excuses down. With a go, no need to think this all a joke. I worry about it in the morning. Whiskeyed out mind state, trapped in a cloud of haze. To clearly see what I'm doing is a mistake. I'm drunk to even tell if this a game or one of my childish ways to subliminally attract attention's that my case. Hell, I can really give a damn. With a heart pumping Henny in my mind, I'm the greatest man. Call her up, a voice coming up. Hello, I know it's 2 a.m., but click, she just hung up. Rejection ain't so bad, won't you go to the one moving on down the list to find the girl that's bored to play victim? Well, victim as in waking up in a crack of dawn. Pick up the phone if you awake and know what I really want. What other meaning could this possibly hold? Besides me making my decisions with my other don't act like you don't know. I'm just a guy looking for a dead companion, heal my lonely soul. What other meaning could this possibly hold? Besides me making my decisions with my other don't act like you don't know. I'm just a guy looking for a dead companion, won't you take me home?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Who made that? Who made that beat?
I actually made that beat as well, and the
That's what's
first
up.
beat you guys heard too.
That's what's up,
I
man.
made those
Yeah.
It's got a lot of it's immersive. The sound is immersive. It's
Okay.
like coming from you from different angles. You know how you have
Definitely.
beats where it just sounds like that one tone,
Yeah.
that one level, but that's like, man, keep
Yeah.
it up, fam.
I
Like,
appreciate
Yeah.
it, man.
that's
Thank
what's
you.
up. That's what's up. You know, just knowing that you work hard to achieve your dream, to live your dream, you know, with each day that you grind. What is it that you would say to the listening audience or someone that's out there that wants to make beats, that wants to rhyme, but they just don't think they can? And it's like, how to find their
Just
own
keep
self.
trying. Just keep trying and make sure you are having fun with it.
Yes.
You know, that's the main key. I feel
That's true.
people kind of steer away from. They always want to go big. Like, they always want to make the hits. I mean, there's nothing against that if that's
Yeah.
what you love doing, you know.
Yes.
But if all your mind is on is money and getting big, getting fame, and that's how you want to start out, it's gonna be tough because
Yeah.
it's not gonna be an overnight success. You feel
Nobody
me?
starts that way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you just got to be able to have fun with it and just be patient. Yeah,
Definitely.
that's-
Definitely. Growth is one
Yeah.
day at a time, you know?
Exactly.
And you know, the sapling doesn't become a redwood overnight. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it takes
Well,
years.
just like he said that, you know, that, and you also said it, Biani, that they have other people that they can kind of rely on and kind of push them through there and give them a little bit of, you know, hope and
Yes.
be out there and sit there and say, you can do it, you know, you can do it.
It's really like it's a tribe of just like passionate people.
Yes.
That we're all walking towards this destination of our dreams, and we all happen to be walking in this same direction. So it's like just everybody helps each other how they can. You see all kind of collaborations that you wouldn't think were going to happen.
Yeah.
But when you hear that collaboration, it's like, man, like I'm happy that happened because that was awesome. You know what I mean?
And as far as for like somebody that's new, then are kind of lost and trying to find like local venues and local promoters to hit up in the IE. Sunny Days and Vibes,
definitely.
Fresh Produce,
definitely,
and The Common Ground. Those three, and I Evolve. Those
That's
four
what's
are
up.
really big, and there's other little things out there too, but those four are really strongly recommend.
Definitely.
Mm,
And speaking about IE Evolve, Epic Saga, him and Tristan of the West Coast Avengers and Thesis of the Cloudmakers, and then Samuel Oxymoron with Caterpillar Flight, they all...
I've been seeing pictures and videos
Yeah,
of
it came
that.
out to
Yeah.
Chords, and Chords is actually opening up a new facility at the Boys and Girls Club in the spring, so I would love to see you come down and just,
Definitely.
share...
Is that in San Bernardino?
It's in San Bernardino,
Okay.
definitely, and I'll definitely tag you and let you know because I just feel like, to me, that's what it's really all about, man. It's like we're living our dreams, and to let the youth know that they can do it too, and share your story and your knowledge and your wisdom to help them realize that they can, and it was a beautiful thing, and I would just love to see you out there as well, because I feel like you got to take care of home. Like, build up your fan base at home. Between the two biggest counties in this country, if you could get 10,000 people to rock, if you give you $10 each year, that's $100,000 off of your own passion, doing something that you would love to do. So it's never work. It's just
That's
another
true.
day to be in Wonderland and create your dreams, you know?
Yeah.
It's so empowering. But Benita, with a lot of the acts that I bring onto the radio station, how does it feel hearing these acts, especially a hip hop act that's very positive and has a good message?
No, it does. All of them. I mean, I'm amazed at some of this great talent that you keep bringing in. I'm like, wow. I mean, I don't know where you're finding them at, but you're finding them and you're bringing them in. And, a lot of them, they sit there and... they struggled in the beginning, but they're doing really well. They're doing great. So all I could say is keep bringing them in.
Well, you know what? All praise and glory to the Lord. We all cross paths for a
Yes.
reason. And but it's been an honor to know so many positive, creative entities and forces that are using their gifts and genuinely care about the world they're surrounded by. So, kind of like everybody here.
Yes.
We do care, and we're taking our life force, our most precious time, to attempt to make a difference. We're making a difference, not attempting. We're making a difference.
That's true.
And it's that growth. It's that growth again. So, saying that, what is the title of the third and final track that you're going to hit us with? Maybe before you even get into that, you think you could hit us with just a 16 right off rip?
Oh yeah,
definitely. We'll hit us with a 16, and then we'll go into the track.
Just anything, right?
You know the
right.
the parameters.
Separated from this world full of hatred. Smoked on my grass so I couldn't see where the snakes live. Quick to gather up my folks for this protest. Peace signs, but we can take it there, not if you want it. Ha! Take a shot and I'll forget about my marijuana count has exceeded just to tune you out. Some be scared to take a leap, but quick to show they feeling froggy now. But all of y'all dismiss these misguided childs. And getting paid overtime for babysitting. Y'all really getting in the way of this road that I was destined to step foot in both boots on the pavement. Ain't here to toot my own horn, but recognition is dessert from you to me though. And that's putting it lightly before you try and refer to my ego. Until my compensation equals up to 100 C notes. Ain't taking nothing less or wherever even just seems close.
Oh, cool.
Not accepting
That's
lesser,
good.
knowing your value, knowing your worth.
I think that's another important thing too. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely. So awesomeness first and foremost. That's awesome, fam. Like for real, right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? He's ready though. He's ready for real. You are ready when you're going for what you want. You prepare yourself.
Have to be.
Yeah, for real. So what is the name of the third track that you're going to be gracing us with this evening?
The name of the third track is called Fire's Burning. And this beat is actually produced by a good friend of mine. His name is Dan Diggable.
Okay.
And he stands out in the Oceanside area.
That's what's up.
And yeah, this song's on a project of mine called Dear Rappers, which is also on SoundCloud.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. It be that how you learning, that how you learning, yeah, that how you learning, that how you learning. Guarantee you know my fire's burning, the fire's burning, the fire's burning, the fire's burning. I believe, as clear as my vision is. Sometimes I'm blind to see who really is about this grind that y'all refer to as a crisis, and a cry for help with a pause on our maturing status. Well, I might just give y'all what's expected and corrupt the flawed system built to make sure we play the road that's been given. Loose cannon type of felon with a rap sheet in his composition. Got the scars to back it back in action if you wanna act tough. Guess I'm addressing the majority. Priorities mix up when aggression gets the best of me. Quality is overshadowed by the mass production of pure rollery, roller than when y'all glorify jewelry. My imagery won't be blinded by the bling. No glisten will define how truly bright I be. Know what I bring to the table is relatable. If you're capable of cutting ties with what you're told to do, find what is you, or let me live in peace. Not as young as you think. No, this young was my dream that I turned into reality. We out here building connections where it's necessary. Growing some, that how you learning, that how you learning, yeah, that how you learning, that how you learning. Guarantee you know my fire's burning, the fire's burning, the fire's burning, the fire's burning. I believe. Thank you.
Wow. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Man, that's, yeah. Man, shout out to the homie on that one, for real, because that was awesome. That was awesome, man. That beat was so immersive. The lyrics, man, just a great combination there, brother. Great combination, man. We're getting closer to the end of the show, but one of the questions that I do have for you: what are some of your influences in the IE hip hop scene, and then some of your influences in general, just in music and in life?
General in life. I mean, far as like musical influences, the way I started out within like hip hop influences, I would say Bone Thugs and Harmony. Just the way they sounded and came out was really fresh to me, and I was a little kid, you know, and that's how I really started getting interested in the hip hop side. And as far as right now, just like I said again, life, man, just life influences me every day. Yeah. My mom.
That's what's up. Shout out to moms.
Yeah. I'm on the radio, mama.
That's what's up. On top of the world. On top of the world.
But yeah, man, just little things in life really do lets me know that I'm still blessed to be alive, you know.
Yes. Man, that's the truth, brother. That's the truth right there. It's an honor to be able to live and to live within our passions.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And it's, to me, I tell people all the time, if you're not living in your passions, are you even living?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know what I mean? So please let our listening audience know, one more time, shout out to your function that's coming up this Friday.
Oh, yeah. This Friday in Riverside at a venue called Clash City. It's going to be thrown by United 909 and Uproar Nation. The whole event, I believe, is called Concord. And once again, in Riverside at Clash City this Friday.
Definitely. You got to do the programming.
Yeah. 2 times.
That's what's up, man. And as well as, could you let our listening audience know about all your social media and how they could reach you for those paid features and paid performances?
I mean, yeah, honestly, you said pay features, but at the end of the day, if the music sounds right to me,
you'll do it.
I'm with it, man.
That's what's up.
And as far as a way to find me, is very simple. You know, my name is Notice Young. It's spelled Notiz space Yong. And if you just Google that, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, everything will pop up. YouTube. And yeah, everything will pop up, accordingly.
Yeah, because I remember. I'm happy you brought it up to YouTube, because I could have swore that you had just dropped another music video on there, maybe a couple months ago. What was the name of that one? I imagine you got a few of them on YouTube as well.
It's called What's Free?
I think so. Yeah. It was like you were in the room.
Oh, in my pad?
Yeah. That one.
Shouts out to Kcaa and the whole Fresh State fam for helping me out with that video as well, you know. And yeah, it's called What's Free. That's on YouTube.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So make sure you check him out. Awesome brother, awesome cat. And final question before we go off is, what do you want to accomplish with this year? We're at the first quarter of this year is almost done. What are you going to do with those other 3 quarters?
By the end of this year, I want to, be comfortable and be stable with what I'm doing right now. As far as being able to support myself.
Yeah.
Not having to work at a sushi restaurant right now. Just little things. I just wanted to be able to support myself just doing what I love.
That's it.
It might sound greedy, it might sound childish, but that's been my biggest dream. Yeah.
That's your dream, so.
Yeah. No one. I don't think anyone's dream is greed or selfish.
No,
it's your dream, and it only can be brought to fruition through you and through the efforts that you're willing to put out. And I see you out there planting those seeds. You know what I mean? Telling people to grow some. You know what I mean? And like just step up and just be true to who you are.
Yes,
And ain't no limits on what any of us as long as we're here in this life.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? So it's been an honor to rock with you and to be here with you, man, and you shining your light, sharing your gifts. You know what I mean?
Oh, the honor's all mine, man. Thank you for having me.
It's the family. It's the family. And any shout outs that you want to give out real quick? One more time.
GSU, the Fresh State, IE, grow some.
That's what's up. Well, that concludes the talent show today on KCAA Radio 106.5 FM, 1050 AM, also live streaming on kcaaradio.com. This is us signing out. Notice Young, Benita Rodriguez, and Epiani Lockett of Motivational Realization, the energy of positive thought.
Good.
It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know or wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you. Just as far as
You're listening to KCAA, Loma Linda, California. The best station in the nation.
Your NBC Sports Radio update starts now.
So Syracuse made it and Monmouth missed? I'm Sam Farber. Brackets are out. Top seeds: Kansas, North Carolina, Oregon, and Virginia. You can figure out the committee's Final Four in by looking at the play-in games. They've got Vanderbilt, Wichita,